Hey y'all, it's Sharon from the Creative 8 team. I have another fun fold to share with you. I enjoy doing fun folds. I feel like they are a unique twist to a card. And I hope that you enjoyed the card that I'm gonna make for you and this extra samples that I have to share. I hope that you're inspired and I hope that you will make this Z-fold card. I love the stamp set in symmetry, so that's why I chose this one for my card. But I have two other samples to share with you using other stamp sets and other supplies. So I'm using Just Jade, Bumblebee, and Calypso Coral because it matched the colors of the designer series paper that I chose, the In Symmetry. So this is a Z-fold card, but I have a great tip to share with y'all at the end. So make sure you watch all the way to the end, okay? So I have all my layers prepared. I did use an embossing folder, and this one is the Pretty Flowers embossing folder. But again, you could use any embossing folder that you may have. We're gonna do our stamping first. And first I want to stamp on the inside of the card. So I just grabbed some of the stamps. We'll start with this one that came in my stamp set. And then we have some leaves. Whoops. Now I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Now I have my card base and we need to do some scoring. I'm going to score at 2 1/8. That's just that tiny little mark past the 2. And then at 4 1/4. This is a Z-fold, so we want to give it a good burnish to help it lay down flat. So next we're going to add our Night of Navy layer, and we want it to be centered on our card, but we only want adhesive on the left side. So after you've got it centered, I like to pick it up, hold my finger there, and I know that I just need adhesive on one side. We're going to center that again. Give that a good rub on the back. And now we're going to add our emboss layer. But whenever we're adding embossing, I always like to use liquid glue because that way it gets down into those embossed areas and this layer won't pop off of our card. And now we have these two layers. And since our liquid glue is here, we'll just add this on with liquid glue. And again, this is a super easy card. We actually use this one on mystery stamping. I gave the clues to put this card together. All right, now for that big tip I was telling y'all about. We have our layer that needs to go on the inside. So we have that layer that needs to go on the inside, but if you happen to get it off a little bit, you may be able to see it. So your great tip is we're going to add some liquid glue or any adhesive, whatever your choice is. And then this piece of paper, the basic white, is the same size as the Night of Navy. So we're just going to line that up and close the back. Isn't that fun? I was so excited when I figured that out. And so now, when the card is closed, you can't see the basic white layer. Ta-da! All right, let's add these two layers together, our sentiment layer. You can choose to stamp something on here, but I love the pattern of the Designer Series paper and I didn't want to cover it up. So I opted not to do anything on this card. However, it's kind of the case on all my cards, I guess. I was going to say, maybe my other cards don't have it, but I did the same thing. I was just showcasing our Designer Series papers. All right, we're going to add some personality with some dimensionals here. I am using the Take Your Pick tool because I like how it keeps them all nice and neat. If you don't have one of those, just stick your fingernail in there and peel off those backings. They'll work. It works the same. Now, you can add this anywhere you want, but I chose to put mine right about here, and that is my card. Now let me show you my other samples. How about this one for the fall? See, just showcasing that beautiful Designer Series paper. And on this one, I didn't do any stamping on the inside, but I certainly could. And then how about one for Christmas? Super fun. Oh, see, those dimensional backs are just everywhere. So I hope that I've inspired you to pull out some Designer Series paper, pull out an embossing folder, and make a fun Z-fold type of card using my cute little trick so that you can't see the paper on the inside. Happy stamping, guys!